What a devious one Lady Grace was. She hid her identity and pretended to be a man named Beaumains. From a young age she worked in the castle kitchen under this name, waiting for a time to prove herself. Her time would come. Enemies had invaded from the neighbouring kingdom to the west. She gathered together some rusty old equipment and joined the march to battle. Grace fought fiercely and impressed the likes of Kay. In the heat of battle, her helmet strap was slashed and fell to the floor, revealing her flowing brown hair. Lying dazed on the floor, her opponent towered above her, about to deliver the final blow. But Kay had spotted this and barged his shield into the soldier, sending him flying. He helped Grace to her feet and rushed her back from the fray. It was then that Grace revealed her true identity, but she asked for it to be kept a secret. With the battle won, a man named Lynette approached Kay and Grace, explaining that they had taken his wife along with many other women and children. Grace offered her services, but the man scoffed, for he did not believe Grace would be able to save them. Kay stepped in, explaining Grace would be the right person for the quest, as she had displayed a bravery not seen in many. The man reluctantly agreed, and they set off in search of the woman and children. They came across a camp where a man stood guard, watching over the prisoners. Grace stepped up and challenged the man to a duel. He was strong, and the force of his swing on Grace's rusty sword caused it to break in half, leaving Grace with just a seax. She was, however, more agile, and weaved around, dodging the man's blade, until he became worn out and gasping for breath. Grace was swift with the seax and found a weak spot under the man's arm, where she thrust the blade, bringing the man's life to an end. With the villagers saved, Grace returned to King Arthur's court. Kay had kept his word and not revealed Grace's identity. He did, however, request for a few soldiers to be knighted, with Grace being one of them. Arthur agreed, holding the knighthood ceremony the next day. Grace stood in line and waited for her turn to approach the king. She knelt down in front of him and bowed her head. Arthur asked for her name, at which point she revealed herself to be Grace, the younger sister of Gawain. The room fell silent, but Arthur was impressed, for he knew of Grace's bravery and continued with the knighting ceremony. With that, she was now a member of the Knights of the Round Table. Whilst Grace was eager to join, it took one knight a bit more convincing. His name was Eric. I think I will tell you a bit more about him next time.